Trisha taught you? That cannot be. Unless she's awoken to her powers? Why is this the first I'm hearing of this? Amy ought to have informed me at once. Wait. You had a hand in this, didn't you? Amy would ne'er have allowed this to come to pass unless some meddler had forced her hand. Hold! Why is that ring in your possession? It ought to be on my daughter's hand, not yours. I gave it to her as a gift. She gave it to you, you say? Never mind. I would be alone with my thoughts. Leave me.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Keep that shield up.
Yes, sir.
Want a blade in your ribs?
Aye, sir.
Aye. I'm about to commence the troops' training regime. 'Tis a task that demands focus. So if 'tisn't an urgent matter, it can wait till after we're done here.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty. Must hold out.
Well met.
I'm dead on my feet. Here we go again. We were battle ready when they found us. This shan't take long. Of course.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
A forgotten riftstone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
We've a choice of where to go, but how to know the path best travelled?
What are we tarrying for? Onward, I say!
A treasure chest! Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
Each to their own.
I cannot fault your prowess.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Prepare yourself!
This group has quite a temper. Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
No quarrel here.
I'll put an end to this, Bowmaster. On my way! Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Still in one piece. That's something. Another statue. Aught within me yearns to climb it.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
Wolves, Master!
This material can be used to enhance equipment, and is a rarity besides.
I dare say the quandary of what to do with it is half the joy.
With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a ferry stone to return here in an instant.
Gran, I want this again, child. You know full well your father has forbidden it. There are plenty of things more deserving of your interest. Why not turn your aspirations elsewhere?
Why must you always take Father's side? I'd have thought you'd understand how I feel better than anyone.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
What is it? If it is dreadful dull round here, how long do they mean to shut me away? All I want is to study magic, but Gran refuses to teach me. If only I had a grimoire or two, then I could study on my own. If you find any grimoires, would you bring them to me? You needn't seek them out. Any you happen to find will do. There. All done. Mayhap I was a little overeager, but you needn't bring them all. Just 2 or 3 would be swell. Though I would... Oh, and Gran is like to confiscate the grimoires should she espy them. Pray, hand them... Shh! Save all that grimoire business for when we're alone.
There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you.
Have you brought me a grimoire, sir? Thank you for all the grimoires, sir. Is that the last of them you'll be bringing? Then you have my gratitude for all you've done. Oh, mayhap this will suffice. 'Tis a ring my father gave me. 'Tis only fitting, really, given he was the one who forbade my studies in the first place. Go on. 'Tis no cheap trinket.
Miss Tricia was positively thrilled to receive those grimoires. May her studies prove fruitful.
I knew it to be so.
Over here, if you please. On another note, our party is composed of quite a few men.
I shouldn't at all mind if that were to change. Can't wait to find out what's inside. Lucky us. That's worth taking.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever.
I'll get that for you.
Don't look down now.
Take care not to fall.
One cannot be too careful. Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Then I shall remain by your side. Tis done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire.
What is it? Got a question about my training regime? Suppose that was an unlikely guess. None took to the training like you did. Hoping to enlist, then? No. A pity. I'd hoped to add you to our ranks. You'd seem like you'd be fit for battle, even if I were to call upon you on the morrow. Which is more than I can say for the rest. Apologies for assuming. We've had fewer folks looking to enlist of late, and I'm hungry for recruits. Many keep their distance on account of the instructor being a beastron. How very Vermundian of them. At the very least, I'd like to provide some decent training to the soldiers we have now. Easier said than done, especially when the weapons we were promised have yet to arrive. Tisn't like to boost their morale having rusted steel to train with. What I wouldn't give for some decent weapons and a soldier to act as an example. Someone with motivation to grow. That'd light a fire under them, I reckon. Mayhap you could aid us. I know 'tis much to ask of anyone, let alone a stranger, but what else am I to do? Much appreciated. We'd welcome what you can spare.
Sir Beryn's request is quite understandable. Weaponry and motivated soldiers are the pillars of any military.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Oh, I should tell you. There's a forgotten rift stone nearby. I found it beyond the rift. Shall we go there now? Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. would seem our fight is not yet done. If battle cannot be avoided, it's fight or die.
No quarrel here. The sound descends. Night will be upon us soon.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
One can see far to the distance from here.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here, if the Arisen would permit it.
Right you are.
And here I was, hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. This should be of use.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? Take this. It is something I found. I wanted you to have it. That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above. Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Phantoms make for terrifying foes!
Pray, follow me. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Come on, then!
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Heavens, no!
My patience was thin.
Get a load of that!
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
The road turns perilous after nightfall. It would behoove us to rest here till the morn comes.
That was incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Now that is a surprise.
Where are the skeletons?
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
It's just what I was thinking.
You dare!
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
One shaking.
I ain't keen to drag it.
Just what I was waiting for.
Aye.
More where that came from? Ah! How'd you like that?
This is where I never amount to anything.
Get some decent sleep. Comfy that road.
You've been doused in oil! You must stay clear of fire!
Here we go again.
Give no quarter.
By your leave.
That's worth celebrating.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Guard all you want. Won't make a difference when I've grappled you, see?
While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out? I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
The Arisen has been drenched.
Well, you pulled that off with nary a hitch. This'll be a rude shock for our foes to find you pinched their loot.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
I've had about all I can stand. There's more where that came from.
Well fought, Arisen. 3 more victories like that, and we'll have them running for the hills.
Do not despair. I'm coming to your aid.
Thank goodness someone has a hand to lend.
How do you like that?
I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves.
That's just what I was thinking.
Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Stand strong!
Too far for ya! I'll put an end to this, Bowmaster.
It seems we haven't reached our goal.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Well done.
Fortune cannot be relied on.
That was superb, Arisen!
I'll steel myself.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumour.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen?
Hurting yet?
This is an outro.
I've grabbed hold of our bow!
Hope you're not here to create more work for me.
Let me be the one to collect it.
Remember me, sir?
Hey? Got a blade what needs fixing, do ya? Hand it over. Where'd you find this ancient thing? Look at the state of it. Blades like this were near meant for battle, sure, but this one's been ill-treated. Restoring an antique like this will prove nigh impossible, methinks. Although, there is one who might have the skill. A dwarf, Baron Batal. A living legend of the smithing trade. If anyone can do it, sir, I reckon 'tis he.
So a legend... I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Have we any gold left after that extravagance?
Surely a bit of overspending every now and again cannot hurt.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own two eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a chance? And this Baron fellow, he's a real warrior? I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. I'm inclined to trust your judgment. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Baron and see what he can teach me.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for? First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend you a new hairstyle or manner of face paint. That's a good look on you. First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend. Hope to see you again. First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend. That's a good look on you.
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. Speak your will and I'll see it done. Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I'll be only too glad to assist. I know where we can find useful materials for enhancing your equipment, Master. I've marked the spot on your map. I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. I found a place with some useful materials for enhancing our equipment. I've marked it down on the map.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
But not at the expense of my duty.
At last, the puzzle begins to take shape. To fight with such worn-out gear? My stomach's growling. Look, as long as you please.
Ah, a ferry stone. With that in hand, we can leap from one end of the kingdom to another in a trice.
'Tis not an item to be squandered.
If 'twere up to me, I'd never leave.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Well met. Have you any weapons for me? Good of you to go to the trouble. Many thanks. We'll gladly make use of what you've given us. I've you to thank for that new recruit, aye? The lad's well eager, he is. He fears naught, and he follows my commands with nary a word of complaint. Soldiers like him boost the morale of all around them. His presence bodes well, and I've you to thank for it. There's just one problem. Seeing a lad so spirited, so foolhardy, makes me recall a time when I was much the same. Sets my blood to boiling, you see. Makes me yearn for a bout with a skilled combatant. Need I explain further? What say you? Care to spar with me a bit? Glad to hear it. Follow me, then. Think of it like a game. Whoever steps out first, loses. Simple enough, eh? Seeing as you're no warrior, you do well to strike when I'm off balance. Let's begin. Fight well. That was well fought. You're even stronger than I'd anticipated. I dare say I needed that. You've my thanks. I've ne'er met anyone like you. You've done more for me this past while than anyone I've known has e'er troubled to. A commendable sort you are. Would that I had some way to repay you for all the good you've done me.
Sir Baron, you must come, and quickly! A goblin pack has descended over by the rope bridge. We're in need of your aid.
My thanks for the report. I'll go at once. Goblins can be dastardly. We'll have need of capable fighters. The more, the better. I'd fain have you at my side, friend, if you'd be willing to join the fray. Quick! I here! Watch my back!
First, assess the field. Then,
It's just another day. Same as the one
Still
before.
waiting on all sides.
the best quality soldier must hold out.
Fancy a gander? I find
I'd
it
hasten
fair.
home, were this not my duty.
Or to polish up my gear tomorrow.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
What was that? Randall! What happened? Speak to me, lad!
Sir, we managed to fell the goblins, but then a Cyclops charged us out of nowhere, wounded and enraged. We stuck the beast with arrows till one of them pierced its eye. It fled, but I've no doubt 'twill return.
Never mind that, lad. You survived, and that's what counts. Let's get you back to the encampment, aye? 'Twould seem my days of peace are at an end. Do you recall the soldier we met on the road? He was rather badly injured in the goblin melee. They'll want me to take responsibility for that, I just know it. Shan't be long afore I'm forced to resign from my post. I doubt such a thing would be asked of any human instructor. But I'm bestian, aren't I? There's no fighting it. But I'll be damned if I let the troops suffer on my account. In the time that remains to me, I'll get them trained up as best I can.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen.
An abandoned campsite. Just waiting to be claimed.
The sun has yet to set. We could rest here now, or press on a while longer. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield us aught of use.
Let us make our way over to it while 'tis in our sights.
Trisha! Oh, my darling girl. We managed to avoid the worst by some miracle. I am grateful for your aid. You must come visit us again, once she has recovered.
'Twas a near thing, but Miss Trisha is saved. Let us look in on her again in the coming days to see how she fares.
Fear not, 'tis well in hand. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
A firm push is what's needed here. Look, Master! Goblins!
Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Are you all right? Perhaps you should rest a moment. I could do this all day. It's rather valuable, this.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search. I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
Onward! Adventure awaits!
Right you are.
goodness. We're higher up than I thought.